The battle that local council, this of course was a great part of your political and professional experience, the role in local councils of being able to say yes to certain developments and no to other developments. Apparently, part of the housing conversation in Melbourne is that basically locals' objections are being steamrolled in favour of we need places for people. The Age was writing about this today. It seems that the state government, and particularly also maybe into places like New South Wales, where in and around that edge of, I was mentioning last night, in and around Glebe and the Glebe Island Bridge, if there's a place to build something, they will build it, and they will build it bloody high. But many of the homes around it, of course, are still the sort of two-storey terraces. So how does one manage this, and what side of the fence do you prefer to be on? The local council or the state government that says, bugger it, it's happening?
Oh, look, I think you respectfully oversimplify the will of councils, right?
Because, of course I do. I'm a television host.
You know, there's so few councils that don't want more housing and, of course, more affordable housing in their local government areas. They recognise it's good for people, it's good for businesses to have affordable housing for workers. So I think councils are very on board with the idea that Australia needs more affordable housing and more housing overall to deliver that. Planning laws are complex. They're different in every state and territory. When I was a former councillor in the City of Sydney, there were, different planning laws sometimes on different sides of the block. Glebe Island is a great example of that because they're owned and governed by different parts of the planning laws. So it is really tricky and complex. But here's what I want to say. Because planning laws are so complex, the hold-up is also complex. And I'll give you an example from New South Wales. Last time I looked, and it was a little while ago, the agency holding up development application times was actually not local governments. It was the fire and rescue agencies, because their main job, rightly, is fighting fires, but they also had to tick off a huge number of DAs to say, yeah, this is safe, right? And so that hold up from another agency funded by the state government, or in this case, probably underfunded, was the one holding up the development applications. So I do think it's really easy to chuck a stick at councils and blame them for everything, when actually, when you look at it, it's far more complex. I think everybody's on the same page, though. We need more housing, and we do need more affordable housing.